The adventurers and Lucius and his men spoke briefly of what had happened, but each kept Baba's words locked tightly within their own hearts. With the suns now well past midday, they turned north and continued on. Disaster struck not long after. Without warning, the ground beneath Wilhelm, Eldralon, Shadowfang, Jojo and Randall gave way. The sands collapsed inwards, swallowing them whole as they plunged 30 to 40 feet into darkness. They landed hard in a massive pile of sand, coughing and groaning. They had fallen into a long, forgotten tomb. Lucius shouted down, panic in his voice. The group shouted back that they were fine. As they dusted themselves off, they began to explore, hoping the others above would find a way to help. Then they heard it. Muffled screams. Struggling. Silence. They called out in a panic. No answer. With no clear way back up, and fearing the worst, the group pressed deeper into the tomb, hoping to find another exit, or something that could help them escape. The passage opened into a massive chamber, its walls covered in ancient murals depicting a titanic battle. At the centre stood Vargos, an orc warlord of legend, cleaving through enemies beneath a blood-red sky. They found a heavy stone door. They forced it open with Shadowfang's lockpicking combined with Wilhelm and Randall's raw strength. Above the doorway, Eldralon read the orcish inscription aloud. "Do not enter. The swarm guards this tomb." With no choice, they entered. At the chamber's heart stood a massive stone sarcophagus, surrounded by relics. But it was the chest at its base that drew their eyes. Shadowfang didn't hesitate. He flipped it open. Inside lay a single metal orb, etched with strange markings. Try as he might, Shadowfang couldn't lift it. Wilhelm chuckled, stepping forward and easily picking it up. The chest's bottom dropped open. The swarm poured out. Hundreds, thousands of insect-like creatures flooded the room. Skittering and shrieking, they attacked immediately. Wilhelm waded in, using the flat of his axe, crushing insects in brutal arcs. Shadowfang vanished into motion, blades flashing as he cut down enemies faster than the eye could track. Jojo held powders and gadgets, sowing chaos among the swarm. Randall fought like a bulwark, holding the line. Eldralon unleashed crackling storms of arcane power, blasting waves of creatures to ash. But for every one slain, 2 more replaced it. Blood was drawn, armour cracking, and fatigue setting in. "Fall back!" Eldralon shouted. They fought their way back to the exit, slamming the massive stone door shut with all their strength, crushing the stragglers beneath its weight. They returned to the pit and used broken slabs and debris to build their way out. Climbing free, they were hit by the blazing heat of the sun. Footprints littered the sands, signs of a struggle. They followed the footprints for hours. They finally saw it on the horizon. Norto, a great desert city crowned by a towering pyramid, the seat of King Baka, once a legendary warrior, now a ruthless ruler, whose age has dulled none of his cruelty. The party exchanged grim looks. "Well," someone muttered. "Norto it is."